on a new long-term deal. With Gordon Hayward opting out of the final year of his contract and a whopping $34 million, he jumps to the top tier of this free agent list.
Down the bottom of the well for VanVleet.
Before Hayward's surprising move, Fred VanVleet was probably the top target in the unrestricted free agent class, along with Sixth Man of the Year Montrezl Harrell, who are both set to draw big offers.
Blocked by Montrezl, warfare at the rim.
Then there's veteran forward Paul Millsap, sharpshooter Davis Bertans,
Bertans for three, it's there. He's not missing.
Danilo Gallinari, and Goran Dragic.
What a play by Brandon Ingram.
Most improved winner Brandon Ingram is a restricted free agent set for a payday, but the Pelicans are poised to match any offer. Kings guard Bogdan Bogdanovic, though, could be on the move if he nets a big offer in restricted free agency. Then there are vets like Serge Ibaka, Derek Favors, and Marc Gasol. What about Carmelo Anthony?
Anthony for three. Bang!
Does he stay with the Blazers for another run?
There is not one player that's going to change your entire offense or your entire defense. These are kind of pieces that you plug in.
What this class is about, though, is positioning. Like most things in the current situation on Earth, 2021 is where things will likely be better. Next summer's class is stocked with stars and the kind of blockbuster, league-shifting moves that could swing power. Teams are operating with an eye ahead to next summer and under careful parameters with financial unknowns ahead.
Russell Westbrook wants out from the Houston Rockets.
Free agency opens the door for player movement, though. We've already seen the wheel turning as Chris Paul is headed for Phoenix. There are plenty of other big names popping up as Russell Westbrook is available for trade, with other rumors circulating around James Harden, Ben Simmons, and Victor Oladipo. The gate lifts on free agency at 6 p.m. Friday. As it goes with the NBA, best to prepare for anything to happen.
We'll see if Vince Carter's prepared for season 65 in his career. Joins us now as we're just hours away from the beginning of free agency. And Vince, if you're Gordon Hayward, what's the best option for you going forward?
The best option? It still remains to be seen, but I tell you, I don't see Gordon Hayward going back to Boston. Let's start there. I mean, he's opting out for a reason. Of course, there's signing trade and there's those options, but I like the Knicks for him right now. And I say that because he takes some pressure off of R.J. Barrett having to be the wing or perimeter scorer. With his ability to shoot, he's a veteran. He's been in the big games. He helps this Knicks organization where they're trying to go. Yes, they're starting from the bottom and rebuilding slowly. He's not an all-star, superstar, but he's a guy that you can plug in with a young R.J. Barrett to do great things in that organization as they're starting over.
You know, and you mentioned the Knicks. They did create over $40 million in cap space on Thursday. Another team, the Hawks, they've been linked to him as well because of their significant cap space. How would Hayward fit in Atlanta alongside Trae Young?
I do like it. There again, with his ability to score, a veteran who's been around. The one thing that is of question is the young talent that they have with a Kevin Huerter, a Cam Reddish, and a DeAndre Hunter, and bringing in Tony Snell. The Hawks have a decision on what they're going to do with all of these wing young players, because they're going to probably have to move one of these guys somewhere, and maybe they can gain another piece of something they need, maybe a point guard or something like that. So, but Gordon Hayward is a guy that can run the offense, facilitate the offense, and sometime moving Trae Young to the off-guard position to utilize his ability to score without seeing double teams all the time. So I think he'll be another Gordon Hayward would be an interesting plug for the Hawks as well.
Yeah, he's certainly going to be a piece to the puzzle for some franchise. We just have to wait a few more hours to find out who it's going to be. We don't have to wait long to see Vince Carter. He'll join us in just a little bit coming up on SportsCenter. Thank you, Vince.
And more specifically, all neck.
Yeah.
Right?
It'd just be
a ton of neck. 5 minutes and 36 seconds. That is our countdown to in 5 hours, rather. 5 minutes would be far different.
Do you need a timeout?
I need to go away for 3 months on maternity leave. NBA free agency starts in 5 hours and 35 minutes.
No, 5 minutes.
Lord help me. Let's just bring Vince Carter back in, please. Hi, VC. Which contender do you think needs to make a splash in free agency in order to improve their title chances?
In my opinion, there's a few teams that need to make a splash. The Celtics, maybe you could say the Spurs, but number one, first and foremost, needs to be the Clippers. You bring in Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard wants to have Paul George, and you're moving a lot of guys. And right now, free agency is where it needs to be. That's their wishing well, and they need to dive deep in there. And I feel like you don't make it to the Western Conference Finals, so what do? You need to re-sign Montrezl Harrell, first and foremost. And then you go get somebody like Avery Bradley. I know Rondo's been thrown out there, but I like Avery Bradley as another two-way guy, two-way player who can score, but he's tough, he's gritty, hard-nosed defender, which adds to the laundry list of guys that you have in that mold already. And I think right now for them, it's about Western Conference Finals at worst. Because you were expected. Hey, they're built for the finals. They're built for the finals. So you bring in a Avery Bradley, that gives you a real chance.
Yeah, not living up to expectations is why Doc Rivers is in Philadelphia. I should probably go there too. I'm not exactly